Well, we know that Melissa was one of the strongest hurricanes on record to make landfall in Jamaica. You can see not only with its winds, but with its pressure. So Melissa ties for wind speed with Dorian when it made landfall in the Bahamas, and ties the 1935 Labor Day hurricane with max sustained winds at 185 miles per hour at landfall. It also ties the lowest pressure at landfall with that same hurricane that made landfall in the Florida Keys. We measure the pressure because that's an indication, kind of like the engine of your car. Yes, we have those strong winds, and that is how we classify a Category 1 versus a Category 5 storm. But the lower that pressure is, the stronger that storm is, even if, like we saw with Dorian, we have the same winds across the board. So looking at the lowest pressure on record, Wilma got down to 882 millibars, but that was not at landfall. Same thing with Gilbert, 1988, when it made landfall in Jamaica. It did not have that pressure at 888 millibars like we saw with Melissa. That was a landfall, very intense hurricane. Now, we still have Hurricane Melissa exiting Cuba, moving into the Bahamas. It has its winds right around 100 miles per hour, but look at the structure of this. Remember yesterday we had the very defined eye as it moved through Cuba, Jamaica headed towards Cuba, not seeing that defined eye anymore. The friction from moving on land has helped weaken it just a bit, but it is still powerful. 100-mile-per-hour winds at the center of circulation. Notice it's moving northeast at 14 miles per hour. It's picking up speed, which is good, but that speed is still going to lead to some impacts. We still have the chance for surge on the southern side of Cuba. We still have the chance for surge through the Bahamas, 4 to 7 foot surge possible on top of some extreme waves. The Turks and Caicos could even be dealing with 2 to 4 foot surge in some spots. On top of that, additional rainfall for the Bahamas, 5 to 10 more inches. Some of the totals through Cuba could be upwards of 10 to 20, some spots even up to 25 inches. Additional rainfall for Jamaica, only about another 2 to 4, but that's on top of nearly 30 inches. Same thing in Hispaniola, an additional 4 to 6, but we could see some of those totals near 40 inches. That's a lot of rain and a lot of additional cleanup that's going to be possible with some outer bands. That's where the system is now. It's picking up speed because we have a couple of fronts. There's a front that moved through yesterday. South Florida, you can see it stalled, giving us some showers right now. It's going to keep it active today and possibly even into tomorrow. Notice we have some heavy rain working across A1A and the 95 corridor. That front's going to fizzle out. We have a reinforcing front that's going to come in as we get into the day tomorrow. We'll have some more rain showers associated with it, but then much nicer, much drier air is on the way. And you can see that in the extended forecast. The lower that humidity goes, the lower our temperatures can go. So on Friday, we're talking a high temperature of 78, which means tonight down into the 60s. Friday morning, low 60s.